All right, we in it. What's up, Colton Loud? You don't got a fight name, do you?
Nah, not yet, man. Let's
You got a
see what they give me. I got
fucking
earn.
you got a pretty good last name, so that's kind of legit. I guess you can kind of roll with that for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I don't know. I've never really met anyone with the same last name as me, so that's kind of cool.
No, I haven't either. Whenever I first heard it, I wasn't sure if that was your real last name or not.
Oh yeah, that's
I
real.
Yeah, Colton Loud. Yeah. So I guess you don't really need a fight name, but yeah, man. Earlier we had Devon Jackson on, your opponent for PFC 30, and the plan was to get you guys on at the same time, but shit happens. We can't control everything, but we're glad we get to have you on now, man. I know you're pretty much finishing up your camp. You're about to start your fight week soon tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we just finished all the sparring rounds last week. Uh, yeah, and then pretty much just gonna be getting the flow of things this week and worrying about that weight cut. Not really gonna be pushing it too hard. We've already done all that.
Yeah, speaking of the weight cut, man, obviously you don't got to tell us what you're at right now, but is it looking pretty good or what? Because I was talking. I don't know if you watched the interview with Devin or not, but he was saying he's on weight already. He said he can weigh in tomorrow and he'll be ready to go.
I'm not surprised. I mean, he's a pretty small guy. I mean, when it comes to me, I mean, I'm probably one of the biggest flyweights you'll see. So, I mean, I'm not just going to be able to make weight on a day notice, you know?
Yeah,
But I think my size is going to play a lot of factor in this fight. And I don't know. I think I feel really good about this one, man. I mean, I like how confident he is. I like fighting confident guys. Looks like I'm under his skin a little bit, which is pretty cool. Glad to know I'm in his head already.
yeah. So speaking of the size, you started at 135. No, you coming down? Well, you've been
Yeah,
you've been at 25 now for a little bit, but you originally started at 130.
well, I had one of my amateur fights was at 145. So
Oh shit.
I fought at 145. I fought at 135. I fought at 130 and 125.
That's what's up, man. So 125, that's your home though. That's where you're gonna stay. That's where you're feeling good.
Yeah, man, I feel really good at 125. I mean, I feel good at 35 too, but I mean, I have such an advantage at 25. I mean, a lot of guys don't have, you know, so
Yeah,
I
what are
feel
you like 5'9"?
I'm 5'10.
Oh, 5'10". God damn, you're taller than me. Shit. I fought at 155. But yeah, no, that the weight is you definitely shit 5'10", 125. That's crazy. There's not
Yep.
many of those. I think we have I don't know if J Boy, I don't know if you know Jonathan Davis, he's from our team. I think he was 5'10", 5'11" too. I think he's 5'10", 5'11". He was one of the few, and he was at 125 for the longest time, but he just made his move up. He hit that grown man body. He had that little kid's body still. He was real skinny. But now he's like kind of thickening out, and he's having a harder time making. If you can make, I mean, if you can make the weight easy or not easy, because it's not fucking easy, but if you can make it pretty good, why not? But he struggled on his last two, so he's like, nah, I got to go to 35 now.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not an easy cut. Like the opportunity is such a good opportunity. You know, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna cut the weight. And it's a little bit short notice. I mean, to cut the weight, but you know, like I said, it's a hell of an opportunity. It's just something I'm not gonna let pass up. And yeah, I mean, I think my work speaks for itself. I mean, I got knockouts at 135. I got knockouts at 45. I got knockouts at 25. So I mean, it's like I think this guy's underestimating me, man. I've been hearing a little bit of what he's talking about. Is wrestling this, wrestling that, and it's like, man, if you really want to get down to it, I don't think he's done his research on me. I could have wrestled D2 if I wanted to. I could have been an All American if I wanted to. But the thing is, like, I've been training combat sports since I was 7 years old. I've been in the gym since I was seven, and like, this is what I've wanted to do. You know, I didn't want to wrestle in college. Like I said, I could have wrestled in college. I could have done that. I could have went that route, but I wanted to use my striking. I wanted to use all my skills I had and test the MMA world. And so far, it's been pretty successful.
It's been good, man. So obviously you're undefeated as a pro. What was your amateur record?
I think I was 9-1 together.
Yeah,
There's a few fights that aren't on there, but I think I was 9-1, 8-1.
yeah. So you've been doing MMA for a while, man, and yeah, like you say, man. If you're gonna, if you're, if you and your team said 25 is the way to go, shit, why not? I mean, you're working over there with Mark De La Rosa, fucking good, great coach out there. He was
Oh
a
yeah,
25er. He's been through it all the way to the highest level, so he knows what he's doing out there. I fuck with him a lot. You know how we get out there and we peak, and I fuck with him and everything. But No, he's a good guy, man. He knows what he's doing. He's got a good team. You got good training partners out there and a good coach. So I think if y'all doing 125, I think it works. And you've been doing good. Your last has all your pro fights been at 25 except for that one at 130, I think.
Nah, my pro debut was at 135. I fought a bantamweight, a guy that had a win over a guy in the UFC. A lot of people don't look at that. I don't think that guy looked at. I don't think Devon looked at that either. He's talking about his win over Van and all that. He's living in the past. He's had 3 fights since then. 3 fights, and I think he's riding that wave a little too much. And yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be a rough night for him. I got good training partners. I got hella coaches. My coach has been to the UFC. He's seen everything. He is a big flyweight as well, so he gives me lots of pointers on how to make the weight, and he shows me the right direction, what to do, what not to do. Some hiccups here and there, and learn from those. And I feel like this time we really got it dialed down, and it's gonna be a smooth cut.
That's good, man. Yeah, definitely. Devin did bring up that win over Van. It was hard for me to, because I'm obviously, Van's with us now.
Oh
He
yeah,
wasn't with him. He wasn't with us when he fought him, but he's been with us, for this last 3 or 4 fights. So I was trying not, I don't want to. I'm just trying to give him the mic. I didn't want to get into it, but yeah, he does have that win over him, which is a good win. But like you said, you fought your debut. You fought that guy. He was a
mhm.
pretty decent guy. The last guy you fought too, the one I saw live, I have that badass video right when you knocked him out. I was sitting cage side.
Oh yeah.
That guy was fucking good, man. He was pretty good too. I honestly thought that was gonna go longer than it did, but that was a pretty quick
Yeah,
finish.
he was an All-American wrestler too. This Devin's talking about All-American this, All-American that, and it's like I just fought an All-American. Like he's acting like I haven't seen this look before. He's acting like I don't know what he's gonna do. Like I know what he's gonna do before he does it. And I think that's what he's mistaken. I think he thinks he's just gonna be able to go in there and literally he does the same thing every fight, march forward with no head movement, no defense, throw bombs and try and shoot on me. And like a guy with my style, like I'm long, rangy, I hit really hard. Guarantee I hit harder than him. And I think he's gonna run into something big, man. I think if I wanted to wrestle him, I think I could hold him down and wrestle him and sub him, TKO him. But I'm gonna give the fans a good show. I always come out and I always fight hard. I always do crazy shit for the fans. And I'm gonna make it exciting. All my people are gonna be there, and it's gonna be a hell of a fight for me, not for him.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely was saying that. He has all the the wrestling accolades, but he has said he also he'll bang and he's ready to bang. So let's see how it ends up going. Shit, we might see a bunch of fucking striking. We might. I mean, who knows, right? It depends. I guess it's gonna be whatever y'all's game plan is. But like you said, he always comes with the same game plan. We'll see how he does on this one. He's been out for a while. He
Yeah,
said he's
yeah.
been out because nobody's been wanting to fight him. So you took the fight. I don't know that. I'm just saying what he said. He said everybody's been dodging him for the last couple of years, so he ain't been able to stay busy. So he's glad you took it, but basically you're just not going to be enough for him, is what I kind of understood.
I mean, I could say the same thing about myself. I could go on here and talk about all the people that said no to me. I know there's a bunch of people that said no to fighting me, and it's like I could go around saying that and saying this and that. But the bottom line is you either fight or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You accept every opportunity that comes your way. And I've just been blessed with opportunities that Peak provide me. And, I'm capitalizing on everything that they give me. This is another opportunity that they have provided my way. There's another opportunity I'm going to capitalize on and make my career in that next step.
What do you say about um what he's feeling like? And I know it's got to be kind of a shitty feeling. What he said he that you're Peak's little golden boy pretty much, and that they're kind of bringing him in to lose, but he's gonna spoil that shit
So
for
that's what
for
I'm saying.
Peak and for you.
He's saying stuff like that because he's already got that thought in his head of losing. You know what I'm saying? He knows I'm a hard fight, and I think he's telling himself whatever he's got to tell himself to do whatever he can do in that cage. But regardless, when that cage door locks, I mean, he's gonna see and he's gonna feel what I got for him, and I don't, I don't think it's gonna last very long based on his other fights. Like I said, we've done a lot of research on this guy. We've watched a lot of his fights, even the ones that he tried to hide from us. and we've seen everything. The bottom line is he's been put to sleep. I haven't been put to sleep. You know, it's like just I get he's confident, but I think he's underestimating me, man. Like I respect him. I respect the wrestling. I understand the level in the D3, NAIA, D2, D1, all that, and it's just in this game you got to be well rounded against someone who can do it all like me. You know, like I said, I come from a striking background, not just a boxing background, not just a Muay Thai background. I come from a karate style striking that's very very hard to deal with, very confusing, unpredictable. You don't know which side I'm going to hit you at. You don't know what angle I'm going to hit you at. You don't know if I'm going to stand in front of you or I'm going to take a step back or I'm going to jump in the air or it's I don't think he's got enough film on me based on my growth. Like you see my amateur fights and you see my pro fights. It's like this is all I've been doing, just going up and up and up and up and up. And I think he thinks he's got an easy fight, and it's gonna be rough for him.
Yeah. The definitely because I've watched you from amateur, so yeah, you definitely been growing. I've seen some improvements all the way. You know, you've been sticking with your team and working hard. So I know that you got you're definitely improving. There was what the fuck I was trying to go back to some the fucking what do you mean he's got some fights he's hiding from you? How do you
I seen one of his last amateur fights, 2019. I mean, I feel like they did everything they could to try and get that off social media. You know what I mean? Off YouTube,
oh
whatever.
really?
But we did our research. We found that. And the thing is, like, the guy he fought is like, he's kind of built like me. I mean, I'm bigger than the guy he fought. I hit harder than the guy he fought. My striking is way better than the guy he fought. And it's like he struggled everywhere in that fight. And, that gives me a lot of confidence in my abilities in this fight. And granted, that was in 2019. But like I said, he hasn't made much improvement. He trains. I mean, who's he training with? I mean, look at who I'm training with. I got a hell of a team. You know, I got a bunch of guys I train with. I'm not just training with nobodies. I mean, I'm actually like the smallest guy on my team, believe it or not. I train with bigger guys, spar with bigger guys. Uh, I think that's going to show. I think my size and my power and just my overall skill is going to just totally fluster this guy, and he's not going to know what to do.
Speaking of the teammates, is it, who's is the main event? Is that KV
Yeah, KV and Evan
at
Cuts.
170, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, he's KV's doing his thing, man. That's I don't know. I've seen Evan Cuts fight once, but I don't really know like his record or anything. I know KV's like a fight away. I know if he wins this, he's probably up. He's
Oh
probably
yeah,
up next. He'll be
be
what
huge
8-0,
when
9-0.
he wins this one. KV
Yeah,
KV's a dog, man. KV works hard. He's a hard worker. He's a great team leader. You know, he's just overall good guy, and he stays true to his grind, and he works very very hard. And I think he's done everything he can to prepare to win this fight, and I believe he's going to go in there and win this fight.
yeah. Hold on real quick, because so we were talking. We were waiting for Devon to see if he was gonna be able to hop on. He just sent me a message. Let me listen to it real quick because it's like a little video.
All
Hold
right,
on, real quick.
play
Hold
it on
on,
the
hold
mic.
on. Oh man, hold on. Let me see what he says first. Hold on, let me see. I can't really understand it, but we'll leave it alone. I think he's not gonna. I think he's gonna be. I think he's a little busy, so
Okay.
we'll leave it alone. He got his time. I'm gonna get you your time now. We can talk and should maybe if something opens up tomorrow or Tuesday, we could do something. But I know damn well past Wednesday or Thursday, ain't nobody gonna want to do no damn interviews. But you got to get used to it, bro. Because if you make it to the UFC, you do interviews all the way up until like Thursday.
That's what I was just about to say, bro. I'm not even worried about it. So
Yeah,
if
a
he
lot
wants
of
to get
people don't
on here
like
and
it,
talk his
man.
shit, let's do it.
Yeah, no, I definitely like me and Ike has that's another thing too. Fucking Ike's bitch ass is like in a little playing. He's playing house. He's playing dad right now on a little vacation. He's at the lake with the kids,
Okay.
and he's fucking leaving his responsibilities out here with me. But I don't got a life, so I'm fucking here. But yeah, we've been wanting to get like since we started. 'Cause, we ain't doing this podcast shit. We ain't done it for long. We're
Yeah,
still kind of new to it, but we've always wanted to get two people at the same time. And whenever y'all's fight came up, I was like, that's the one to do right there. Like, because
Mm-hmm.
you're a good talker. Devin's a pretty good talker too. So and good, like y'all both good fighters, y'all both good talkers. So it's a perfect thing to do. So hopefully this week he's freed up, and you too, and we'll get it going. But like
Oh
I said,
yeah.
you got to get used to it anyways, because yeah, UFC's gonna have you doing interviews all fucking week long, man. When you're cutting weight, I know one of my guys, my fucking uh Daniel, he hates interviews. Period. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't Daniel Pineda, he does not fucking like interviews, dude. If you go
A
follow him
pit
on
bull.
social media, yeah. If you go follow him on social media, like he don't even post shit. Like he'll go like a year without posting nothing. He'll post like some stories here and there, but he really hates all the interview shit. But then fight week comes and they make him like you have
Yeah.
to do these interviews.
Yeah, they want the publicity and they want to hear what you got to say, man.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. The motherfucking pit. Did you watch his fight? His last one with the Caceres with Bruce Leroy. It got fight of the night. It was
I may have
like
missed it,
three
to be
weeks ago.
honest.
Yeah, he just
I'll
fucking
watch it after this conference though.
yeah. Go watch it, dude. It got fight of the night. He was the co-main event. It was Daniel Pineda versus Alex Caceres, and
Okay.
they fucking scrap, bro. It was some
Bruce Lever is good.
yeah, man. Yeah, it was a fucking scrap all the way, all 3 rounds, and like the level of jujitsu that was going on, MMA jujitsu that was going on. It was like
Hmm.
nonstop, just fucking. The transitions were never ending.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's a good fight, man. Go check it out.
I definitely will, man. It sounds like a good one.
Yeah, but anyways, so Devin's calling for first round finish of you. He didn't say. He said TKO KO finish of you. What you think about that?
It's just kind of funny to me. I mean, he really hadn't. I mean, besides Van, he really haven't fought no one. Like he's fighting guys with paddle records. Like look who I fought, and look who they beat, and look where they are now. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
the little things like that. I don't know. I think he's just like I said. I think he's doing what he's got to do to hype himself up, saying what he's got to say to believe in himself. But I don't know. I see through it. I see the weakness. He's got hella holes. I will say he's got okay wrestling, but at the same time, I mean, he don't know how to wrestle on the cage. He don't really shoot in the open like that. I mean, I'm ready for whatever. I think he's underestimating me big time, saying he's gonna finish me first. I'm on a 6 fight finish streak right now. 3 of my pro wins have been in the first round, under 5 minutes, and I think that really speaks for itself. I'm the one coming off the hot streak. I'm the one with the momentum. I'm the one with the hype, and he's just coming in to take this L.
Yeah, I like the confidence, man, from both of you guys, and really, y'all have the right. Like you have the right to be as confident as you are, and he does too. I mean, he is undefeated. For whatever it is, he is undefeated. So that's the fucking beauty of it. I fucking love this shit that you guys are both fighting. That he hasn't lost as a pro, you haven't lost as a pro, and making a fight like that, man. Props to Johnny for making a fucking fight like that too, for making that happen, and props to you guys for taking it. Because you could have been like, nah, I'll fight somebody else or
I had
whatever.
other options, but I chose this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I had like 3 other options to choose from, and I chose Devon. Like it's
yeah,
gonna look good when I beat him because I'm pretty confident in my abilities and my team and our game plan and everything we worked. And I believe this is another guy I'm gonna be able to get out of there in the first round pretty quickly.
yeah, and I know for sure. Fucking Mark, he doesn't look for he's not a cherry picker. Like I know
No,
he likes his guys to fight the toughest fucking fights. I know that for a fact. So that says a lot for him and for y'all's team, that y'all are just trying to fight everybody. You Malik, fucking KV. That last fight, KV's last fight, he was losing that fight. He was losing, and he fucking came back and
oh yeah,
finished the guy. So that's a tough fight because that motherfucker's good. That dude's striking was clean, man. Like
oh yeah,
his striking was showing out, but man, KV fucking turned that shit around. That was a big like comeback, huge fucking comeback fight, and
yeah.
I'm
That
excited
was
for his fight next.
that was pretty awesome to watch. I was right there cage side. I fought that night actually. I think I was 2 fights before him, and
Who's
been able to see him
was
go
that Frisco?
go out
That
there.
was in Frisco. That was Oklahoma, huh?
That was
I
Oklahoma,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, that was in Oklahoma. That's right. Yeah, yeah,
Watching
yeah.
him
I
go out
remember.
there and deal with the adversity, stay calm, and then be able to pull off that finish, it was pretty sweet to see. And that just shows he's high caliber. I mean, he's He's tough, man. He's a real tough guy. He can take the damage and he can give it.
Yeah, that was that was the first time I seen him fight, like just period. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, oh, this is the undefeated guy they were talking about. And it makes sense, you know, he's a god, he's a fucking dog. And
Hmm.
I think really with this, I don't see another if he wins this fight, I don't see how the fuck he doesn't at least get on the contender at minimum.
Yeah, because he'll be 9-0. It just makes sense. I mean, 9-0. The guy that just fought Bo Nickel was 7-0. I think KV would have given Bo Nickel a better fight, in my opinion. But
I think he was, yeah, that guy. Yeah, they're I mean, that's the thing with the contenders, man. If you saw, obviously you probably saw because you keep up with the 25 division, I'm sure. But if you saw like Van was scheduled to fight in August for the contenders, but man, you can be scheduled to fight in the contender, but they'll still call you
oh yeah,
last minute. They'll call you. So the contenders is just like the way we were looking at it because we knew we were gonna get that last minute call, but the way we were looking at it was like that just secures your spot, like a good spot.
hmm,
But you gotta fuck that August fight. Like you gotta be ready. You know, you gotta be ready now. And I
oh yeah.
think for sure KV is gonna be there. I think if you win this fight, what are you right now? 3-0?
I'll be 3-0. I win this one, finish him. That's 4-0, four finishes. I beat Urbina. I don't know what they got going on with Urbina and Galvan. I don't even think Galvan should be gifted the opportunity to fight Urbina because Galvan was one of the guys they wanted me to fight, and I was going to step in and fight him for the interim belt. Short notice like this one, and for some reason he didn't want to. I mean, he's got way more fights than me, way more experience. He's talking about it's an easy dub, but yeah.
Was that you? Was that you? And who was the one getting into it with him on social media? Was that you and him? That he was. I think it's probably you and him. You're always getting into it with somebody. But I know he was saying something about you don't got enough fights or something, and then you called him out for some other shit,
Oh yeah,
and
he.
then
I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I mean, I get it. I get it. You want to pick smart fights at that point in your career. I mean, I guess he's close. I don't know what he was like 5-2 or something, and I guess he's close to the UFC, and he don't want to take a risky fight. And I'm a risky fight for anyone. Like I said, I'm very unpredictable. I hit hard, very hard for 125 and 35. I have 3 knockouts in 3 different divisions. I mean, that should say something, you know. And yeah,
yeah, I mean, fuck. If you win this one and then you fight Urbina, if you beat Urbina, I mean, that's your ticket. I think
oh yeah,
that's your path right there is winning these
that's what I'm
next
looking
two.
at too.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, man. How do you think you? What do you see as the tougher challenge? Jackson or Urbina?
Probably Urbina, man, just because Urbina's got that experience. I mean, he's like
He's got
16 fights or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. He's got a lot. He's got the triple year fights for sure.
Just because he's got more experience. I mean, experience is key. And Devon ain't fought in, like he's talking about he ain't fought in 8 months. And Urbina, you look at him. A lot of people underestimate that guy because he's small and his record's kind of iffy. But like, look at that last fight. He was
I
just
know he
he
was a huge underdog in the last fight.
Yeah, and look how many spin elbows and kicks he ate, and he
Yeah.
still got that guy down and still subbed him out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's impressive. Like I'll give him all the props. I mean, he definitely earned the belt there. But after this, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's mine.
Yeah. So basically, man, you and Jackson got the same fucking path. Like because that's what he said on his interview. He said, I beat Colton and I beat Urbina and that's it.
Hmm.
So that's what fucking makes it exciting, man. I'm telling you, no disrespect to the other fighters on the card, but I really don't like the card to me, the peak fighting. I know they got some, I'm pretty sure they got some exciting fucking fights on there, but I just know is you and Jackson and KV and Cuts. Those are the fights. I'm pretty sure I'm probably sleeping on some of these other fights. I need you got any other teammates on there?
We have Jackson. He's an amateur. He's pretty good. He's fighting. He's got a few finishes early on in his amateur career, and that kid's a stud, man. He's a big kid, and he hits hard. I spar with him a lot, train with him a lot, and teaching him some cool little tricks and everything, get him some pointers and all that. He's always open ears and willing to take any kind of information, and that's what you look for these guys that are coming up. He's real coachable. He listens to all the coaches, and he's a dog. We've seen some of his rounds in the gym. You've seen him fight in the cage, and that kid's a dog for sure.
Yeah, it's good, man. Definitely, y'all got a good camp over there with, like
Oh,
I
and
said,
we
with
have
Mark.
Nation too. We
Oh,
got
that's right.
Nation.
I knew there was one more. Is he fighting? Yeah, he is, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's fighting. I don't even know who
That's
he's
another one
fighting.
with the fucking cool ass name. Fucking
Nation
Nation.
Gibbert.
That's a badass.
Hmm.
Bro, he doesn't need a fucking fight name. Like people
Nope.
like that don't need a fight name. There's another guy. Fuck. I'm not gonna remember. I'll probably remember later, but names like that, man, why do y'all even need fucking Nation? That's a crazy fucking name. But
Nation's
yeah,
pretty good, man.
so yeah, you got
Pretty
4 on
good
that card,
everywhere.
huh?
Yeah, we got 4. 3 pros, 1 amateur.
I'm surprised y'all don't have more because Frisco's probably the closest to you guys. That's because you guys are located where? At Genesis.
Oh, it's if you know anything about Fort Worth, there's a bunch of like little sub cities connected to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
It's like towards the north side of Fort Worth, in a little. It's like a little town outside of Fort Worth called River Oaks. That's literally right by north side of
So
Fort
what? Like
Worth.
an hour away from the venue or less?
It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
An hour and 20.
Traffic
Yeah.
down that road is crazy. Get to Dallas through Frisco.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember the guy I'm talking about. It's one of my fucking guys, Cameron Pressure. His last
Oh
name's
yeah,
Pressure. It's spelled different, but Cameron Pressure, like you don't
got that
fucking
pressure.
yeah. And he does, man. If you ever seen him fight, he's a fucking wild animal. He's straight up killer, be killed. Like you're either gonna knock him the fuck out or he's gonna knock you out. One of the
Oh
two.
yeah, I've seen him fight. He's got some bangers, man.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bunch of. I think maybe 2 for sure, 2 or maybe 3 5-round, just all 5 rounds, fucking just CTE for sure. That's how I be fucking with him, dude. I just after his last fight, I haven't let him spar since then. He's been
Oh
on
yeah,
he's been on sparring suspension since then, since the last fight, which I think was in February. Yeah, since February, he's not sparred since February.
y'all spar
We
pretty hard at y'all's gym.
we tried not we so we push the fucking pace. Like we push the pace. We do go hard as fuck, but we
Mhm.
do definitely don't unload on the head.
Yeah.
But we'll fucking try to take your ribs out or fucking, we're going hard to the body, hard to the legs, to the head. We just try to keep it, you know, we definitely don't try to blast our partners to the head, but either way, like I just wanted him to kind of recover because if you look at his last 3 fights, they've been just straight fucking wars, like
Oh yeah.
just straight up. And the last 2, not the last 2, but the one before the last, so he's basically done 10 rounds back to back of just fucking war. Like he got dropped in both fights. He came back
Pretty
and won.
impressive.
Yeah, he won one, and when he won the 205 belt, and then he went down, dropped to 185 to try to get that belt also. But that one he came up short. He lost the decision on that one. But yeah, man, that dude's a fucking dog. I was just with him earlier. We were at the track. We were running some bleachers. He's fighting in August. See, so we don't got nobody fighting, and you guys are taking all the shine in Frisco, and we're gonna try to take the shine in Beaumont because that's closer
Okay.
to us.
Yeah. I actually went down to the Beaumont show that Peak had. Malik was fighting on that, and it was a pretty good show. Beaumont's a cool area for sure.
Who did Malik fight in Beaumont?
Paulo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He fought Paulo. That's when Braxton Smith fought too. The
Mm-hmm.
Malik was a co-main, I think, or was
Either
it main?
main event. I'm pretty sure he was the main event, to be honest.
Yeah, it was one of those two. Yeah, it was one of them. I don't remember, but yeah, we were in Beaumont. We had like 4. See, you're an hour away from the venue in Frisco, and we're an hour away from the venue in Beaumont.
Okay,
So
that's
that
cool.
works out for us. Yeah, we got like fucking 6. We got 6 fighters on that card. So
How
and
far is
pressure.
Frisco for y'all?
Cameron is one of them. Frisco, shit, that took me 4 hours, dude.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, because I went to the last show, the last Frisco show. Yeah, that show you fought in, and yeah, it was a 4-hour drive. So that's my plan. I'm about 90% sure I'm going to this one too. I just got to look at some shit this week, but that's my plan. I want to get out there again because I like, I don't really get to go to fights as a fan. But the Frisco show, we don't have nobody fighting, so I can just go out there and enjoy y'all beating the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah, looking forward to having you, bro.
Yeah,
Hopefully, you get a badass video again, sitting right there cage side.
man, I had that video from you, fucking badass video, and the Bailey King when he knocked the guy out, which is another crazy knockout. I
Mhm.
literally had just put my phone down. I was up recording, and I was like, okay, I just put it down, and then he knocked him out. I was like, fuck, like
That's how it goes. You got to record the whole round.
Yeah, I know, but then I can't fucking enjoy the fight. Fuck that. I
Yeah.
want to, I want to enjoy it. The thing with you was it was just perfect fucking timing. It was
Mhm.
like you were coming towards the cage, and I was like, okay, they're coming, and I just recorded. And it was
I feel like you could just kind of tell something big was gonna happen in that fight, though, man.
yeah, he was coming at you too wild, too little,
Oh
like a
yeah,
little too aggressive and wild,
kind of like
and
Devon.
is that remind you of something a little bit?
Yeah, it reminds me of Devon. I mean, they fight literally the same.
Yeah, that's man. These wrestlers,
And
because
Jet's
wrestling,
bigger than
that's
Devon.
yeah. That guy's definitely. That's why I thought it was gonna be a good fight because he was about your same size, kind of. It's
Mm,
close. Or
he
he's
wa-
bigger. He was definitely not a small 125er.
he has some big shoulders for
I think
sure.
that's what it was.
He has some big shoulders, but he was a little shorter. I think he was like 5'6", 5'7", maybe 5'8". But he was tough. I mean, you saw that first flying knee I hit him with, and he ate that.
No, yeah, that dude was
I
tough,
think
man. I was
he
expecting a
ate
good
that.
little war with him. Uh, yeah, you took him out. Honestly, you took him out earlier than I thought. That was
I'm
good. I'm glad
smart
I got
enough
that
to
shit
get
on
into
video.
wars, man. This
Huh?
ain't this ain't gonna be a war, man. I'm too smart of a fighter to get in wars.
Yeah, that's good. Fucking Devin said it's not. Devin said same thing. He said 1 round, bro. He's giving you 1 round.
I mean, that's
What
good
are you
for
calling
him.
right now? What round are you calling it in?
Uh, I mean, based on everything we've seen and his growth over the past years since 2019, from his last amateur fight till now, it's like he's only had 3 fights since then, and it's like, uh, I mean, I give him all the respect in the world. I'm definitely not underestimating him. I'm expecting him to come in hard and try and knock me out like everyone tries to, but I just know he's not on my level, man. I know he's not going to be able to take these shots. I know if I want to wrestle him, I'll be able to wrestle him. I know my jiu-jitsu is way better than his, way better. Just like my whole game. I'm just levels ahead of this guy. I literally know what he's going to do before he does it. Before he knows what he's going to do. I already know what he's going to do. And I can see through it, man. It's like I'm a genie, like I got a crystal ball or something. I feel like I can predict it. I see these things, and I'm ready to go out there and show you what I'm talking about.
I can't fucking wait, man. Like I said, this is the big fight. A big fight for peak fighting and a big fight for you guys. Cause yeah, man, that the winner definitely gets. It's like another one like the fights last night. Did you watch those fights last night?
Yeah, I did, man.
What'd you think about those 25ers?
Bro, they almost robbed Pantoja. I picked Pantoja to win before. I figured he was going to win just because he won twice, and I watched both of those fights live when they happened. One of them was on The Ultimate Fighter. The other one was on
Yeah.
the Fight Night, and I watched both those fights live, and I felt like they're both really good. I mean, both world champion caliber. I mean, every dog has his day, but I think Pantoja has a
Yeah.
match.
I had it going after the fourth, I had it going 2-2. And I was like, whoever wins this fifth, because I did have it 2-2. I had one for Pantoja, obviously. Then I had 2-3 for Brandon, and then 4 for Pantoja. So I was like,
Three
whoever
two.
wins this fifth, and he dominated the fifth. So
I kind
I
of have
took
it
the
three
fifth one.
two at the least, man. I mean, I was really shocked when they gave Moreno that fourth round.
Yeah, I was obviously,
Really shocked to
I
me.
I like Moreno. I met him a couple times. That doesn't mean shit, but I met a couple times. So, but I do like him, obviously, and he's a fucking Mexican. So I'm half Mexican, half Colombian, and not only that, like I don't really get into that too much. Why I like fighters, I just like them because I guess the same reason as Pantoja. He was. I think they both were cut. They've both been cut. They both came back, and now they're both fucking champions. So
Hmm.
I was pulling for Moreno, but I don't want like I wasn't picking in a biased way. At the end of the fight, at the end of the fifth, I was like, no, Pantoja won. And like all my friends were like, no, Moreno got it. I'm like, no, bro, I'm telling you, Pantoja won that fight. Like I was not shocked at all. I was kind of not upset, but I was like, at the end of the fifth, I was like, damn, my guy lost because
I mean,
I
they're
knew
both good, man. I mean, respect to both of those guys, but
they need to do it again.
Pantoja definitely won.
Yeah, no, he definitely won.
I'd like to
Uh,
see Royval versus Pantoja.
yeah, so they fought once already, I think, right?
I think so, and I think
Yeah,
Pantoja won.
yeah. No, Pantoja's fucking good, man. Like he was fading towards the middle of the fight, and he just caught his second win, and he came back and finished strong. It was fucking crazy.
Hmm.
He's a dog, but so is Moreno. So both of those guys, man. That's why. like they both deserve it, really. Moreno already made his money. He's made a lot of fucking money. I think it's time for Pantoja now to get out the fucking gutter and and make some money.
Oh yeah, I'll be curious to see who they match him with next. I mean, he's got a really really exciting style. I mean, he's
Well, it's either
definitely.
it's either Royval. It has to be either Royval or Moreno rematch for the fourth.
Think they may have that Russian dude too. I can't really remember his name.
Oh, Albazi,
Askarov,
Albazi.
and then Albazi too. Albazi
Yeah,
is a Middle Eastern guy, and then there's a Russian guy named Askar Asarov, I think.
I don't
He's
know
like
that guy.
14 and 0, 16 and 0. He's like
Damn,
top 5 in the world, I think. He's pretty good too.
I don't know that guy. I remember Albazi because I met him at the PI, and he was cutting weight, and that shit looked rough, bro. He was. I'm so shocked. I honestly, I thought he was gonna lose because I didn't think he was gonna recover. I don't know what the fuck his recovery method is or
All
what they're
those guys get
juicing up.
IV'd up, bro.
Something
All
happened because
IVs.
he was looking rough, man. And at the weigh-ins, he was looking fucking rough whenever they at the official weigh-ins, he was looking rough, and then he came back and he fought a hard fight and he fucking won. I was like, damn, I honestly thought he was gonna gas out after like one round. But
Yeah.
everybody's on the
He may
juice.
have been tired and just poker faced it, man. Dog that shit out.
Yeah, he fucking looked good. Hey, what's is fucking speaking of 25ers, your coach, Mark, is he fully retired now, or is he's straight up just a coaching now, or what?
I mean, I think he's got some options if he wants to fight, but man,
He's
he's got a killer team, man.
he's
Look at
living
all
the
the
good
guys
life
he's
right now.
got, and I think he's enjoying coaching right now. I think he's enjoying showing everyone how to get there and what to do to get to the big show and
Yeah.
all
He should just
that.
jump on some of these super fights, maybe some of these fucking Jits comps.
Oh yeah, bro. A lot of people underestimate that man's grappling. I will tell you that man's grappling is solid.
Yeah, because he's
He can
living the good
grapple
life
for
right now. I see every time I see him, I'm gonna tell him next time I see him, I see a little belly growing a little bit. He's starting to look like
days.
me. He's got a little belly going.
I bet he'd sub you though.
Oh, for sure, maybe.
He's a pretty good grappler, man.
Bro, I'm the baddest white belt you ever meet.
John Jones is a white belt too.
Yeah. No, I think he just got his blue last year. I think.
That's wild.
Yeah, he just got his fucking blue belt last year, or about a year ago. Yeah, fucking
Hmm.
crazy. But no, yeah, man, I'm asking because fucking I want to see Mark in there, man, and maybe not fighting, but because he's doing a good job already. With like you said, he's got the team, he's building that shit up. But it'd be cool to see him fucking do some super fights or something. I think he can make a little bit of money off super fights and all that too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Not that it would do it for the money, but just for to have fun.
I think that's probably something he would do in the
Because
future.
he can
Sure.
get some big matches. He's got
Oh
a
yeah.
name, behind him. Because not only does he have that, he was a badass fighter, he was a fucking UFC fighter, but also now he's got his name growing from his
You know
team.
what's wild, bro? Not many. Only Mark knows this. Not many people know this. But when I was like, probably like 10, 8, I was either 8, 9, or 10. I watched him grapple at this tournament against this guy named Colton Smith, and
Colton's.
yeah, that was pretty impressive to watch. And just now looking in the future, like having Mark as my coach is just wild, man. I just was at that tournament as a spectator, as like a little kid, just memorized by all this shit. And I was doing jiu-jitsu at the time. I was mainly striking, doing kickboxing fights, and some IKF stuff as a kid and all that. But yeah, I mean, I saw him at that jiu-jitsu tournament, and I was like, wow, that dude's good. And then
Yeah.
now it's kind of
Now he's your
crazy.
fucking
Like
coach.
now he's my coach. His
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu coach is my coach too, and that's just crazy, bro. How everything just plays a part and how everything just happens.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. Like Mark, he's been in the game for so long. He's definitely, like you say, he's got a lot to offer. Uh he can, he's learned by, trial and error, and now he can pass that shit on to you guys, and you guys should have a smoother ride, to the top, which is always the goal, when you're the coach, you want your students to fucking, have it not easier, obviously, but like just some of the outside shit that you can avoid, to get yourself in trouble and all that. So that's good.
Yeah.
I fuck with Mark a lot, man. He's funny as shit. Him and Johnny and me, we always fuck with each other. It's pretty funny. I fucked so I think it was in February, one of my guys fought one of y'all's guys, and I I remember just I fucking it was like 2 weeks before the fight, and I DM Mark and I was like, "Hey, so what's the game plan for this fight?" Oh,
That's
that
pretty
shit.
funny.
Yeah,
What he
and
said.
he said to win by any means necessary. I still remember. And then he said something else. I don't know what the fuck he said, but I was like, I bet. I was like, winner. I said, yeah, I said winner by the shots. But that was
Did,
funny.
did,
I think,
did
yeah,
anyone
it
get
was one of your.
shots?
What's that?
Did you get shots or did he get shots?
No, I didn't. I fuck. I guess I owe him shots. Yeah, it was one of your teammates, that one of the amateurs. It was for I think it was for the title. Yeah, it was the title,
Okay.
amateur title belt. Yeah. So I owe you shots, Mark. My bad. I owe him shots, but yeah, that was fun. I just fuck with him like that. I remember messaging him like, "Hey, so what's your game plan for fighting my boy Nick?"
Give
And
that man his shots. He loves
I
alcohol.
know, yeah, no, well, he's always fucking busy because he had that fight, and then he had you. No, was it you? No, it wasn't you. When was that? That was in Beaumont. You didn't fight in Beaumont, the last Beaumont card.
The last one I fought was Frisco.
That was
I
Malik
fought
that fought.
I fought in Sugar Creek in Oklahoma, and then in Texarkana.
That's right. Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
my 3 pro fights.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like that's what I was saying. Like whenever we want to go as fans, it's hard because we always have somebody fighting, and it's just hard to just enjoy the show. So that's why I haven't got him shots yet, because he was busy with some of your other fighters.
Yeah,
But I'll get back to him. But
yeah.
anyways, yeah, man. So I know it's getting late. You're in fucking fight mode. You probably get up and train in the morning. So give me some last thoughts, man. Give me a last message for our boy Devon Jackson here before you log off.
I want to first off get a shout out to all my sponsors, all my supporters, everyone who's been with me. From the very beginning to here. Since I was a little kid. Now I'm up here fighting for a pro belt, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, all my supporters, all my sponsors. I mean, y'all know who y'all are. Shout out my coaches. Mark De La Rosa, Kendrick Williams, Albert Hughes, and Eric Lincoln. All those guys put a ton of time in me, and we're getting it done. And as far as Devon, I mean, I hope you show up. I hope you're ready. Don't underestimate me, and I hope you bite down on that mouthpiece, buddy.
It's going down fucking Saturday, July 15th. We're gonna see a fucking 125 scrap.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, man, we'll be talking to you soon. And like I said, if Devin hits me back up, and if y'all want to get together, sometime in the next few days, we'll have a little scrap on here before y'all have the scrap on Saturday.
All right, man. Hit me up. I'm down.
All right, we'll talk to you later, man. Thanks, appreciate it.
Later, bro. Appreciate you.